Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. A little bit of an unboxing here. This is actually sat outside in the pissing rain. I don't know how long. My wife just found it behind the bins, so I'm a bit annoyed by it, but let's just see if anything's been damaged inside by water, because it has rained and rained and rained here for the last 2 or 3 days. So I've got my trusty old Chevette blade from my, I can't even remember the shaver that I used it in. I know I sent it to Wick Razor. I'm just going to pop the package on the floor. The cardboard is saturated. Right, so I've got this. I've got no idea what this is. You can see the cardboard in here is also wet. So hopefully whatever's in here isn't damaged. Now, I'm just going to say I'm assuming this is from Frank Shaving. It is, I can see there's Frank Shaving boxes in the big box. Well, luckily this can't get damaged by water. A little shaving mug. It's actually quite nice, it's quite comfortable to hold. I've never actually had a shaving mug like that before. I don't actually know how you're supposed to hold it. Do you hold it like that? Or do you hold it like that? I don't know. It does have, right on the front there, Frank Shaving logo. It's actually quite a nice little bowl. Now, the only thing I will say about it, there's a little indentation just in there where the handle is, right in here. But the rest of it is smooth, super smooth. There's no ridges or anything in there for creating a ladder. I'll give it a crack. I am not the world's best bowl ladderer, and to be perfectly honest with you, I prefer a face ladder. That's what I've always done. It's what I like to think I'm good at, so I sort of stick to it. Right, let me repeat it. There are 2 brushes here, and what have we got? So there's the boxes. They're a little bit bashed and bruised, but they've got you. These are actually wet. These are bone dry. Okay, so we've got a synthetic. So that's what it looks like in there. Let's just slide it out. Ooh, look at that. What a nice little handle. Now I'll be honest with you, I didn't actually like the look of this in photos and things, but it's quite nice in person. The finish on it, once again, looks immaculate. It looks absolutely... I'm looking at this thinking, is that actually synthetic? But it is, it's definitely synthetic. It's got reasonably soft tips, but it feels like there's a lot of backbone in here. So I don't know how I'm going to go with this. This might be too much backbone for me, too much scrub, but we shall soon find out. Very, very nice brush, quite a chunky handle. It's got good holding as well. That little section there is just great for getting into Frank Shaving logo on the bottom, which I quite like. That's quite nice. Very, very nice little brush. For as stubby as standards, just to give you an idea in terms of the sizing, it's actually not a million times smaller than that in terms of the full loft and the handle. So it's big knot. That looks like a 20, maybe a 26mm knot. It's quite chunky. The knot, the glue bump, is way up here. So where I'm sort of bending that over is where the glue bump is, so that's what's giving it such a strong backbone. And here we go, the second brush. Let's have a look at this. If I'd known I had these, I would have probably used one in today's shave, but... Okay, so we have a badger in here. Very skinny brush. It's got a bit of weight to it. I think this is metal. And it is. So when that comes out of there, I don't know whether you can see the sort of marks and stuff over it, so I'm just gonna, I think it's actually more cold and hot. Use the wife's dressing gown because it's nice and soft. Like a microfiber. And once again, the finish is absolutely flawless. I mean, there's not a single mark on this finish. I don't know whether this is just polished I'm not sure what the metal is. It's got a bit of weight to it, so it might be chrome something. I'm not sure. I might have to find out about that. But it's actually in proportion to the knot, it looks quite nice. I'm imagining once this splays out a little bit, it's going to be pretty big. But the thing, same with this, when you get these little stubby handles, they get covered in lather, they become a pain in the arse. But this is nice, it's quite comfortable to hold. There's a lot of weight in this brush for the size of it, a hell of a lot of weight. But I think that looks quite nice. Jeez, that badger funk is unbelievable. I'm just going to get this a little bit wet and just have a look at it with some water in it. Just flick some of that out, and then you can have a little look at what the knot looks like when it's got a bit of moisture in it. I don't know how that's. So once again, that's got quite a lot of backbone in it. Definitely. There's a lot of backbone in there. So I don't know whether these are going to really work too well for me, but I'll give them a crack and see what happens. This is very much, I would say, for someone with sort of smaller, nimble hands. Just to give you a bit of a comparison in size, you can see the difference in the handles. Just a massive difference in the size of the handles. But weight difference, there's not much weight difference between these two razors. This feels just as heavy as this does. And that is me done and dusted. So thank you to Frank Shaving. I'll give these a crack and see what happens with them, and we'll probably see them over the next 4 to 6 days. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.